Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Sarahlynn. I'm a movement guide and meditation guide in Western Washington in the US. Today I'm going to take us through a brief mindfulness breathing practice. So bring yourself to the edge of a firm surface like an office chair or a dining room chair. I'm up on the edge of my meditation cushion, but allow it to be something where you can find a nice tall posture. As you do that, begin to sort of sink down, root down through your seat and really feel that connection between your seat and whatever surface you're resting on. And as you do that, imagine starting to grow the rest of your torso up away from your hips. So you have a nice sense of spaciousness or opposition, crown from tail. And then notice where your knees landed in relation to your hip joint. And we really want the knees to be lower than the hips so we can find a nice soft neutral in the low back. So if you're on the edge of a chair or another firm surface that's up higher, start to slide your feet away until your knees are just a little lower than your hips. If you're up on a meditation cushion or on the floor like I am and the knees are high up, go ahead and grab something else to tuck underneath you so you bring yourself up high enough that those knees can spill down lower than your hip joint. So again, the idea is by creating that softness here, we can find that natural lumbar curve and sit up tall without feeling like we have to force or hold ourselves there. So the more we can attune to this tall but gentle posture, the more we create space for a nice full breath. So once you find that, again, ground down into your sits bones. Imagine that length from the crown of the head. So we'll call this long, neutral spine. Allow your hands to rest wherever's comfortable. If you like the traditional Zazen mudra, one option would be to rest one palm inside the other palm and let your thumbs come together so that the hands make a little circle. But again, rest the hands wherever is comfortable or feels like it creates openness or space or comfort. And we'll start by softening the gaze and just tuning into the rhythm of our breath as we're arriving to this practice. We're not changing anything, we're not judging anything, we're just observing the quality of our breath or the qualities of our breath. Trying to let go of mental chatter, really inviting full awareness to be completely present. Observe the depth of your inhale. Does your exhale completely empty the lungs? Or is there some air remaining? What is the rhythm of your breath? Inhales, exhales, matched in length? Is one longer? What sort of movement comes with your breath? As that mental chatter arises, invite awareness back to that anchor of the breath. It's okay to have thoughts. That is meditation, but when we have those thoughts, bring that awareness back to the breath. We'll be here for about a minute. Full awareness, observing the breath. Gently expanding awareness outward from the breath to the rest of the body, tuning back into the sound of my voice, noticing other things you could sense or hear in your space. And we'll move into a gentle breath practice now. So in a moment, we'll come back to observing the breath, and we're going to add in a count to notice the length of our inhale and the length of our exhale. And then we'll begin to broaden and deepen. I'll present the invitation for a little breath hold, if and only if it feels comfortable or calls to you. And then we'll move through that with mindful awareness of that lengthened, deepened, intentional breath practice for about a minute. So bring yourself back inward. Bring yourself back to that sense of noticing your breath. And then take a gentle count to your inhale. There's no right here, there is no wrong here. We're just noticing. Take a gentle count to your exhale. And then with that next inhale, add a little length. Maybe add 1 second. And then with your exhale, imagine making your exhale slightly longer than your inhale. Maybe you're inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 6. Maybe you're inhaling for 6 and exhaling for 10. Could be longer, could be shorter. Your breath, your practice. Deep, intentional, expansive inhale. Slow, complete exhale, slightly longer than inhale. Invitation, stay here for an additional minute, or at the top of your deep inhale, take a little pause, maybe just 1 second, maybe 2. Find that full, slow exhale, a little longer than inhale. Maybe add a little pause at the bottom, 1 second or 2, holding with lungs empty. Another minute here, deep breath or deep breath with breath retention. Gently letting go of breath retention, letting go of breath control. Noticing sensations in your breath, sensations in your body. Noticing sensations or qualities in your nervous system, just checking in with your nervous system. Maybe noticing your thoughts or emotions. Noticing anything here that you would like to take with you, anything that you'd like to take out of this practice into the rest of your day. Also, maybe anything here that you could leave behind. And thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed and you took something away from this. Thanks.